Your dad is being rushed to the hospital. He's having a heart attack. The doctors don't know if he's going to make it or not. You're young, you're scared. And in that moment, you make him a promise. Dad, if you don't pull through, I'll take care of mom. Miraculously, though, he does pull through. Years go by, you meet and marry your spouse, you have kids, you raise a family, and once you guys have enough money and your parents have enough money, you go in and you buy a duplex. But tragically, this year, your dad does pass away. And so now you're fulfilling that promise that you made so long ago when you were so young. You are taking care of your mother. But this wasn't you who made that promise. This was your husband. And the woman living next door isn't just his mom. She is pure, constant chaos. And it's making you question, how long can you live next door to your mother-in-law? So I'm going to read her heartbreaking letter. This is a lot. She has 2 questions for you. 1, how can I bring this up without hurting my husband? He sounds like a terrific guy. And number 2, how do I support my daughter who has made a very adult decision? So here's her letter. I met my mother-in-law when I was 18. We worked together and I was young, searching for a mother figure. My parents were emotionally immature. They screamed, blamed, avoided. They each had their vices that they chased to escape the chaos that they created, all the while I was the only adult in the house, even as a child. I cooked, I cleaned, I tried to hold everything together. I thought, if I just do what I'm supposed to, everything will be okay. So when this warm, loving, doting woman took me under her wing, I was like, I finally found it. And then she introduced me to her son, my now husband. I mean, she literally loved me. I could do no wrong. My husband and I have been married for well over 26 years. We've built a life, raised kids. But the woman who once idolized me is now someone who paints me as the villain in her story. Over time, I started to see patterns: emotional manipulation, guilt tripping, weaponized helplessness. Her relationships are all fractured. There's always drama and always somebody being controlling or disrespectful. I've tried my best to do everything I can to keep the peace. Even with all this going on, I sent her a note on their anniversary this year, even though she told our family that I completely ignored her. At our daughter's graduation party, she interrupted every single conversation I was having and completely stole the attention off of our daughter. I've had to sit through her yelling about current events on her TV and bizarre theories she's hearing online, but recently, I finally stood up for myself. I told her, please, I have had a long day. I can no longer have these one-sided conversations that drain me. But I made sure to sprinkle in all the nice things I had been doing for her just to make sure I was maintaining the connection, to which she snapped and said, I already said thank you. She completely missed the point. Since then, she's been relentless, triangulating family, trying to turn my own daughter against me, spewing lies to anyone who will listen. So you guys, this is the brain on fire that we talk about in action right now. So my daughter, who's 18, she recently told me that she's done. She doesn't want a relationship with her mother or grandmother anymore. She said that she's always felt invisible, always compared to her brother, so now she is choosing to protect herself. Mind your boundary, community. Should I be supportive of my 18-year-old daughter, or do I try to mediate and get them back together? And my husband, oh, you guys, he is one of the most kindest, sweetest souls you will ever meet. He is literally my best friend, but he's also conflict avoidant. He completely shuts down. He tries to serve his way out of chaos, but it's not working. We live next door to her. We share walls with her, and the stress is constant. I'm exhausted. I want to love my husband. I want to stay, but I can't live next door to his mom anymore. But having her move would be a lot legally and ethically. So I'm wondering if you guys have any other suggestions beyond that. So you guys, how do I protect my peace without hurting the man I love? How do I help him see that honoring your promise to your dad is not the same as protecting your mom's feelings, especially when your mom is hurting me with her lies? First of all, this is not just about an overbearing mother-in-law. This is what I see. I see this happen when you have emotional immaturity meet up with a deeply loyal heart. We have a man, a sweet, tender soul, who is trying to love two women, and he's like torn in the middle, right? He's trying to love and protect the woman who raised him, and he's trying to love and protect the woman who raised his kids. But he doesn't want to hurt either one of them, which usually results in somebody hurting both of them. So I just want to point that out. And if this were happening to me, I would do several things. Number one, I would change the belief that I created when I was a little girl. If I just do what I'm supposed to, everything will be okay. That's not sustainable. Like in this situation, it's not sustainable. So I would say, if I don't speak up, if I don't give my husband an opportunity to grow and protect me, our family will become unrecognizable. That's number one. Number two, I would go to my husband and I would hold up the mirror. This was my childhood, remember? This is how it felt. And this is our current situation. And this is how it feels. It looks different, but I'm feeling the same way. Like I'm feeling, and then I would tell him how I'm feeling. Maybe I'm feeling like I'm not feeling protected. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit betrayed. Maybe, like all that stuff. I'd tell him how I'm feeling. And then I would ask him if there is room in his promise to protect me. Like still honor your promise and protect me at the same time, because those can exist at the same time. I would talk about my father-in-law to my husband. I would say like this, I don't think he would want this for you. I don't think he would want you to like honor this promise at the loss of your family. Like he wouldn't want it this way. So how can we make this work so we protect our family unit while honoring this promise? So I would just kind of bring his dad into the conversation a little bit. I would do that. Then you guys, I would go back to my mother-in-law. If this happened to me and I was the one that striked the match, I don't know. So if I lit the fire in her brain and now she's going around and being very destructive because I hurt her, I have found again and again and again, if I'm the one that was holding the match, I need to be the one to pour the water on the flame. Like it works best if I do it and not my husband. So I would go back to my mother-in-law and I would basically just let her know. I would start with connection. Brenda, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I've loved you since the moment we met. We've known I grew up with you. Like you have been such an important figure in my life, and this disconnect that we have right now, it's literally crushing me. I believe I hurt you. When I said what I said the other day or the other week, I don't know when this happened, when I said what I said, I don't think I said it in a way that really clearly communicated what I need. And so I want a chance to explain to you what I'm feeling and why I'm setting this limit with you. And then I would just tell her, like, my body is literally shutting down when you get so excited and impassioned about what you're learning online. My body is just shutting down because it's too much. And I know what you're saying is important and I want to be able to hear it. That's why I'm just going to take a moment, or maybe it's a day, to just kind of step back, and then I'll reconnect with you once I've calmed down, and then we can try to have the conversation again, because what you're saying is important. And I would just remind her, like, we have a long time to go together. Like I miss us. I miss the version of us. And I would give her examples. So that's how I would try to put the fire out while reiterating. So repair and reiterate with my mother-in-law. How I mind this, whenever she's getting too excited, I'd be like, oh my gosh, Brenda, I love you so much. My body is going south. I want to be able to hear what you're saying. So let's, reconnect tomorrow. But right now I'm going to have to take a break. So that's how I would mind it. I'm not asking her to change. I'm simply monitoring what I need. As far as my daughter, if my 18-year-old daughter has been witnessing all this and spoke her piece, I would support her decision for distance, and I would also support if down the road she wants to reconcile. I would support her that way. I would not mediate. I would support my 18-year-old daughter. And I just want to say, most of the time when something needs to change, when we need to grow, we need to be in a certain level of discomfort to make that happen. So going into the conversation, like not trying to hurt your husband's feelings should not be the goal. He needs to have that discomfort to be motivated to change. Just my thoughts. I'm so curious. What do you guys think?